It came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tiger.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Now Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Flushed out right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson off play action. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Watson on a sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tiger. 10, green.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 10 more there and another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go again with Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ben to throw again. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Completes it to Benjamin. 20. Escapes the defender. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. Off play action. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Roethlisberger now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Back now in Houston, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now. Off play action. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this?
And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. This is caught by Williams. And now running right through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
230.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Lee's got it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look cool. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Watson. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. On second down, Collins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Reset.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kamale Correa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for fourth down.
Hey, black 22! Black!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big